There we go. Chapter 17. Not many more to go. Right, so my only groove for the night, if I had to be completely honest, is I want to get these done. It's been a weird day. I've completely fucked up everything I was supposed to do today. I had a golden opportunity and I missed it today. Third floor. I will say that I really liked the one yesterday's groove with Pete. I really liked that mission. I thought it was quite a good one. Close to the last chapter. Shut it, hell, team today. Oh wait, this is the zone we were just in, was it not? Go to the lab. Important. Have I not? I thought I might have upgraded that. I thought I maybe hadn't upgraded that farm to the max. Do-do-do. Right, from here, can we see who I've got to find? Or have I just completely walked past them because I haven't been paying attention? Can't see anyone. We're just gonna run in the circle, I think I have. Yeah. Oh, I hate this fucking... Oh, what? Who am I supposed to be talking to, man? I swear this track reminds me of the Neptunia, not the station, Louis theme. Ah, there you are, you little bastard. Oh, you son of a... Alright. Feeble. There you go, 3-star difficulty, fantastic. Job done. Uh-oh. Thanks, you little bastard. I was going to say, there you go. Now I understand why the difficulty was a bit higher. I was like, whoa. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, you took that hit like an absolute champ. All right. Holy crap. Oh wow, what? Oh, okay, that wasn't as useful as I'd hoped that would have been. Jesus, dude. Just gonna go all in on the attack. Ah, they might lose. They might lose. Yep. I think it's moving quick. Like crazy quick. I just boshed him. Cheeky little sod. Konnichiwa, Annie. Happy egg time. How you holding up? How was your drive? I saw you in Euro Truck before I started. So I just got a notification to say Absolute Drift is on sale on Steam. How much do they want for it? Come on. That's not bad. £12.94 with the Art of Rally as well. Many crashings and fines. I'm proud of you, man. It's not a proper delivery without them. I don't believe in rituals, Annie. I believe in corporate takeovers. Only 15k's worth of fines and damages, mate. Mate, you've had worse. Can't be as bad as that time I was delivering rocks to people in France, and they complained that I damaged their rocks. Like, what the fuck? Hey mate, these stones, they appear to be slightly damaged. It's still a fucking stone, goddammit. Critical, what about me? Have you tried it in VR yet? Excuse me. I forgot where I was going. That's where I just came from. Some. The rest of us all down the M6. It's a good one in VR, just it's a little awkward to set up. A little awkward to set up. That is all. Oh, mate. Easter holiday to get in the fucking bin. I'm too old for this shit. Oh, fuck. I can't be asked to go and unlock the other chest. We're leaving. We're leaving. I think out is this way. maybe. Yep. Yes! See that? Nailed it. Oh, you son of a bitch! No rest for you, son. No rest. Karma does not apply. I don't know how I feel to this whole sanity check, son. Wouldn't worry about any of that. It's overrated. Right, I think this is the last one. So this is what these are the two things I want to do tonight. I'm expecting to go get my ass kicked. No, I get the groove, man. I get the groove. Kind of get the groove. Oh. Welcome. Fuck it. Mate. It's people. That's the problem, son. It's people. That's why I'm such a bitter old man. I got time for that shit. And then even when you try and stay out of people's way, you're still an asshole. I love it. I love all about it. Nope. we have both. See, that's what I try to explain to people, but they don't get it. So what is there not to get, motherfucker? Oh, excuse me. Jesus fucking Christ. Don't puke over the microphone. Don't puke over the microphone. We can puke over the microphone another time. Chip, what was this mission? Oh, this guy. Hey, dude. Oh, this is going to be a ball ache. Where's the... I forget the groove, so I'm probably gonna fuck this up. Oh, it's gonna be such a ball ache. Oh, it's dead. Well, that's useful. That's not so bad. I need to get people's cooperation, apparently. Well, that's gonna be a thing. It's a Digimon. I don't know what you are, mate. Do 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 do. Then it explodes. Oh, okay. Oh shit, did I just... I meant to do that. The best way, Annie. The old school grinding ways. You need to take out 100 slimes before you cross the first bridge. What? Oh my god, that did nothing. That did... Oh, good job, man. You hurt yourself. I'm too old for grinding. I'd need Viagra for that. Dee 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 dee. Wow. Come on, do the thing. Lazy beam those sons of bitches. Still don't like it. God fucking damn it. That's the one we just gave the medicine to, I think. Have I just literally gone... Oh no. Right, so there's that. How do we get to that geese up there? Oh, what's your plan, man? What's next on the list? What's next on the groove? I got sent a link recently, not quite the same thing, but I got sent a link recently for something about, is it the GameCube, where there's now an M2 SSD slot for where the modem would normally go. I still want to get my C64 on, I still want that running a BBS at some point. Ugh. How many... Wait. I'm now lost. I've never had much. I've not had a huge amount of experience with the Spectrum, which is weird, given that, you know, the Spec is kind of our groove computer. But we did look into it a while back. So I've still got my Amiga and my C64 upstairs. Still a bit gutted that I cracked one of the clips on my Amiga a while back. It's just some fucking... There's some really rad fucking boards coming out, but it's just trying to figure out what you want. Oh, sure. Specky to me, regardless. There we go. I never really had it. I never really. Again, MSX is one that I never really had a huge amount, like, of just no time with. I do. I'm trying to explain to my children, right? Because I'm a little bit pissed off today because I was supposed to have put in. I was talking to Peter. Is it Peter Lay, Nostalgia Nerd on YouTube. I was supposed to have put in a slot for him, Stuart Ashen, and Michael Brown are opening up a arcade bar in Norwich City, so where I used to live, in one of the old. Like it's just an old pub. It got fucked up, went out of business, and they've bought it or they're leasing it or whatever, and they're turning it into an arcade bar. And I was going to pay to get you basically invest in it. You get some like discounts and stuff. You can get your name on the wall and all that. And I thought it'd be nice to get the kids' names on the wall because they're into that kind of thing. And I thought. At last minute, I was like, you know what? I want to. I spoke to Peter, and I was like, look, can I get all four, or can I get mine, the wife's, the kids' names on the walls? And he's like, yeah, man, sure, no problem, right? But then last minute, I was like, hang on, they've got a thing here where we can get a limited time membership card, and it'd be nice for the kids to have something tangible, right? Because I don't mean to sound like a downer, but like how businesses sometimes go. You open up, a pandemic happens. Shit goes wrong kind of thing. It'd be nice for him to have something tangible. And last minute, I'm going to sort out this this cash drop, and I miss it. I miss the window for it. And the reason I bring this up is it would. One, it would have been nice. Two, they're bringing in retro arcades to like proper retro arcades like Space Invaders, Pac-Man, proper. Then I say like Street Fighter 2 and that. They're bringing in the older stuff, and from what I understand, it is legit actual arcade hardware, right? I like how folks like Peter and that have made videos documenting that. We didn't have a video game crash, right? A lot of kids these days are raised on the idea that there was a video game crash in the 80s. Because that's the American groove. YouTubers, a lot of them in the retro scene are American. Kids just gravitate towards the biggest thing they can find, usually American. And like even my two boys, because they look for Nintendo stuff and they look for Sega stuff and all that. All that stuff ties into the video game crash. You look up that kind of stuff, you'll get history on America and the American games market and the video game crash. But they don't find much about stuff like the Speccy and the MSX and the Amstrad CPC and all that kind of stuff. And it's like then trying to say to my kids like, hey, we never had a video game crash. We had the home computer market. We had the home computer revolution. So, we used to be able to, because I'm going to be honest, that's one thing I wish I'd have got my two into, because they want to learn how to code games, and what I should really do is just go upstairs, grab the Commodore, bust out some old magazines, and go, hey yo, this is how we learnt to code. This is a game right here. This is the code for it. You type it in, you hit the button, and bickety bam, you're playing the game, motherfucker. Like, that kind of thing was amazing, and it's completely different to anything really the Americans would have had to have dealt with, and it's not. like I said, it's not something that most kids are going to be looking into. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, man? Like, we have a completely different market, but it got buried by it's the video game crash of the 1980s. It's like, yeah, it's America. Because America sucks balls. So, I thought it'd been nice to have got the kids down there, speaking to Peter, Nostalgia Nerd, and Ashens, or Stuart Ashens, and, letting them play the old arcade machines and all that kind of stuff. That'd have been rad. Sorry, I went off on a bit of a tangent there. Completely. I'm very tired, quite sick again. So thoughts are jumbled. Yeah, man, we were doing great in the 80s, and it's a completely different culture that my kids have. Sadly, even though British kids who grow up in an area where we never had a crash, we had a completely different revolution. My children, they haven't experienced that home coder, bedroom coder thing yet. Although, as you say, I might actually see about getting into working on shaders and that. They want to do loads of stuff, man. They want to do loads of stuff, but I can remember Eben Upton. I remember one of the guys behind the Raspberry Pi, and he was like, the reason for the Raspberry Pi is because the British school system just decided to bin off computer science. And they were having, so once upon a time, you had all these kids would get hold of Speckies, Amstrads, C64s, Amigas, and they'd code. Right, you'd buy the magazines, and you'd either press play on tape or whap your cartridge in the back, or your big fucking flippity floppity fucking discs, or type in the code manually. You'd learn, right? You'd learn code, and it would be so basic it's written in BASIC, yeah. Then you'd get older. If you had a passion for it, you'd go to school. You'd be ready for computer science. Right, you'd be in theory ready to get into, you could have like a BBC Micro and stuff like that in your school or whatever, or them RM Nimbus fucking things, and you could then get into, in theory you could go to Cambridge and learn more about computer science and that. Then when I got into school, comp sci was fucking dead, man. I was gone. And Eben Upton said, like, hey, yo, once upon a time we had a bunch of kids ready to come into comp sci. In recent history, though, we found that these numbers are dwindling, and not only are the numbers dwindling, the people who are applying have no fucking clue. That's not his exact words. It's my spin on it. But he's right, because I was one of those students. I was one of those students that was raised during the time after comp sci was binned from schools. So I went for ICT, Information Communication Technology, which was basically training you to be a secretary. And I spent years arguing with my school district about that this isn't useful. Yeah, but the programs are already done. All you need to do is learn how to use them. It's like, no, we need to learn how to code the next generation of software. And so, as Upton says, people were then going into, because I went into university. I remember I went into university. I did another comp course, but there was so little coding in it. And then by the time we got into university, we had no fucking clue. We were practically learning from scratch. We'd maybe learned a couple of languages like the year before. I think I learned Fortran, Pascal, bit of VB, and that might have been it. I had some knowledge of BASIC from back in the day, but that was nothing for when I actually went into university. And then to find out that you're paying several £1,000s a semester, like a term, to be given a reading list to then teach yourself. That was such a fucking oh my god, really? What the fuck am I doing here? There are there's entire generations of kids now that have completely fucking missed out. And then I remember when I went to uni, not long after I went to uni, or I binned off uni, or got binned off by uni, whichever way you want to look at it. My cousins were then coming up through school, and they said, "Hey yo, we've now got computer science in school again." So they got into like sixth form. Oh no, sorry, they could do a GCSE in comp sci, which would then lead them to sixth form, college, and then into university. I was like, well, fucking hell, they for the entire time I was in school, they'd been that off. But then, from what I understand, after speaking to my kids, comp sci still isn't really a thing. They'll call it comp sci, but it's still ICT with a dash of light coding in it. Yeah, I don't know how I went off on that tangent, but yeah, it'd be really nice just to get the kids into some of the older stuff and just go like, here you go, this is what we used to do. It was limited, but you could do some amazing things with it. Because there were no shortcuts. There were no shortcuts in the old day. You wrote it and it worked, or it didn't. Now you can just download assets from the Unity store and you got a game. There's a lot of WYSIWYG stuff now. I see a lot of kids are interested in shortcuts, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But I just love the retro stuff, and I'm kicking myself for not being able to put some cash down for that bar. But you know, I'd like to get a your shortcut was the hardware reference guide. Can I just throw out there one thing I miss? Like, I remember the you know, the old Commodore 64 manual, right? The blue book, yeah. I loved that thing as a kid. Like, just reading that. Like, how fucking sad is that? Just sitting there reading a manual for a computer. I loved that fucking thing. Yeah. Like, and yeah, that's it. That contain everything, Annie. Everything. You know, I want to know how that motherfucker is wired. I want to know what chips are in it. I fucking want to know what fucking... I want to know everything about it. I want to know what it's running. How I can tinker with it. You know? Kind of like the old hobby computer kits back in the day, where you'd actually build the computer. You know? Just... There were people building computers. We can't do that now. I'm still incredibly thankful though for the Raspberry Pi and all that, but there's so much missing, man. So much missing. I would love to have. No, I'd really love to have a computer I could fit in my back pocket that ain't a phone. I want a keyboard and a screen, kind of like an old PDA. That ain't gonna cost me over 500 quid. I really want to get one of the Raspberry Pi Zero 2 Ws. So I can just carry one of those in my bag again. I used to carry around a Raspberry Pi 4. I used to love that thing. Sit in the terminal all fucking day. Well, yeah, because I was going to say, because you could get full fucking diagrams of the boards in there, couldn't you? Back in the day. If you ever needed to do repairs, you could do repairs. If you ever needed to upgrade, you could, in theory, upgrade. But it's just... I don't know, it's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. It blows my mind that there were people, you know, They were so advanced for their age. And yet now we just look at it like it's magic. So there's a bit in one of Pratchett's books. Not one of his fiction, not his fiction, but one of his other like biographies or whatever. And he talks about a bunch of the old computers he's got, and how what you'd have to put up with to like before a laptop, you'd have a word processor, just a word processor, or a random computer before the Windows days, and what you'd have to do to get certain things to work, and how much stuff you could do with how like so little memory and so little storage, and printing hard copies and all the little extra modules and shit you needed to get things to. I love that. I fucking love that. If I didn't do this shit for fun, I'd probably live like that again. I need more RAM, I need more storage. And you were talking like kilobytes. Just magical. Fucking magical. Efficient coding. It really fucks me off, man, that a web page can use more bandwidth than Doom. At this point. How horribly inefficient. How horribly inefficient. I can't remember, I think we calculated a few years back, my phone provider, to go from their landing page to the My Account page to the data usage page, that was more bandwidth than like Doom. That was a good few megs worth of data, and I was absolutely gobsmacked. I could not believe. I was like, really? I remember when we used to optimize, and I was like, I'm gonna sort out my website and have loads of data on it. How much can I fit in like a couple megs? Fucking shite tons. It was all fucking text. I could do whatever I fucking wanted. Tell you something, my mate Alpha had, he was running a, was that a 386? Might have been a 386, and it was a very old computer at the time. And I was running a Pentium 1, and we were writing games on them in BASIC. And we had to write a limiter, because moving it from his machine to my machine, the game would run too fast if you ran it on my machine. Like that kind of thing. I loved that. Yeah, 40 megs. I ain't gonna lie, my first PC, proper PC, had I think like 1.2 gigs. It was insane. Absolutely insane. Then when my mate said to me he had a drive that was something like 30 or 50 gigs or something, I was like, fuck off, dude. How are you ever going to fill that? How could you fill that? And yet now we look at that and... I mean, there are icons on our phones that are bigger than some of the shit we used to carry around in our pockets back in the day. Have I tried GZ Doom in VR yet? No, I have not. Not yet. I will do. I have to. Do you run it directly on the Quest, Annie, or are you running it through PC through a cable? I haven't played classic Doom in fucking ages. I really want to play Brutal Doom a while ago. Cabled Steam VR. Ooh. Actually, what I'm gonna do? Because no one's watching this shit anyway, so just black screen it. Hang on. I love Doom. Really fucking love Doom. Is that the one from HH79? I think you linked it in the Discord, didn't you? Cheesy Doom VR. Cheesy Doom's VR fork. Quest Z Doom. That's fantastic. How the VR setup should work. I take it you use Oculus Link? That's beautiful. Oculus Link, cool. Right, so if it works with Oculus Link, man, I'm in. I'm fucking in. That'd be great. Mate, I need to do more VR stuff. It's just been awkward. I have like no space. I'll have to try that some other time. Might have to do it after Rand Nerds game night. But with that said, I've just realised what time it is, and the kids are back from their nannies. So I should at least probably try and get some sleep before fucking. I'm trying to force myself to push through the. It's either long COVID or chronic fatigue syndrome. Can't figure out which. I'm going to try and push through as long as I can, because I'm fucking sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. But Annie, man, you're fucking IRL syndrome. Thanks for coming to hang out. I hope you're good. Fuck's sake. I'll see you all. With a bit of luck. The next one. Fucking hell.